Here is my review of the, let me just double check so I get this right, Thomann SafeCase 80E guitar bag. So I bought this because I needed a gig bag for my Stratocaster style guitar. And this is my review of it. So to start off, it has a pretty solid build. It feels well made, nice and rugged in most areas. Feels like a high quality materials being used. It's pretty cheap in comparison to other case manufacturers, for example Mono, which are well renowned, but they cost about twice as much as this case. But at least this case has some pretty big flaws that I'm going to show you now. So here is the handle. It looks quite soft, but it's actually really stiff, so I don't think that this is going to help you very much. And as you can see, there are a bunch of seams right where your hand touches the handle and where all the pressure is applied. You have these hard edges, plus you have a zipper right there in the middle of your hand, which means that all these little hard edges are going to dig into your hand really quick. And I noticed that instantly when I put my guitar in here. Just instantly starts hurting my hand, and I can't imagine how this would be if you had to walk for a prolonged amount of time. So you might think, well, just use the shoulder straps instead. Well, they thought of something here as well. They have these little bumps right here, which, like, oh yeah, they should be soft, right? No, they're actually pretty dang hard, these bumps. So what they do is they minimize the surface area for the weight to be distributed on your shoulder. So instead you get all these little pressure points on your shoulder. What they should have used was the material that's down here. It's nice and soft and has some padding to it. But for some stupid reason they put these things here. So I put my guitar in, put the bag on, and I was just wearing a shirt, and I instantly started feeling uncomfortable by it. So I can't imagine really wanting to take this thing anywhere, this being uncomfortable. They would have to just get rid of these bumps, and that would be fine. That would be much better than what they have now. Now, some other things to think about. It's not a very stiff case. It bends quite easily. So that's maybe not an issue if you hit it on like the top or the bottom. But say if it was to like hit a pipe in the middle here. Say if your guitar fell into a pipe like that and then had to bend around the pipe, then your guitar is going to be flexing around. Yeah, your guitar is basically going to take the full brunt of the impact that way. So I think maybe you have to add some, they'd have to add some steel rods or something to make it stiffer to absorb the impact from the middle. The logos on this thing, this is nitpicking now, by the way. This doesn't really matter, but it feels kind of cheap. I don't know why there isn't just a Thomann logo instead of this premium protectio for precious property and some unknown logo that I've never seen before. And instead of just having the Thomann logo everywhere, it just says music area. I don't know, these are just little nitpicky things, but it feels pretty cheap. It also doesn't have a strap for the neck to hold it down. And I don't think that's such a big problem. I don't think sliding back and forth in this material in here should be no problem. But, I mean, why not? It costs probably nothing to put it on their strap in there just to keep it in place. So that is my review of the Thomann. Let me just double check. Thomann SafeCase 80E guitar bag. And I do not recommend this gig bag.